Hello, my name is Siobhan Grzeski, and this is my presentation on the Happiness Lab podcast that I watched and listened to, I guess. My episode was called Mistakenly Seeking Solitude, and I best relate with it because in today's world, communication is something we lack, whether we know how to speak to each other properly, whether we know how to use the proper tone. A lot of things go into play with communication. So I felt very closely with this video. Another thing is that stood out was what makes everybody mad when you're out and about and you're in a rush to get in and out of someplace. The whole standing in line and waiting. And it was pretty cool to find out that it was a little old man who was going to cash his check, and he came up with the idea of an ATM. Now, a lot of people didn't want to, go for it because they're like, that's what bank tellers are for. But as an accountant major and someone who's dibble-dabbled in the banking prospect, I can honestly say, no, there's not a lot of things a teller can do that, unfortunately, an ATM can to get you in and out. So that's one thing I liked. Another thing I agreed with was I always say I don't have enough time in the day to get everything done. And that's because I'm a single mom of 5, and things are just really, really difficult at times. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like a busy bee. I'm always going. But do we really sit back and think about how busy we really are? Or is it that we make ourselves believe we're just that busy so we can feel productive, I guess? No, I'm not speaking for everybody, but sometimes that's how it is. Me personally, I'm a people person. I love talking to everybody and anybody I meet. I used to do food service, so I was a cook. I started off as a dishwasher. I helped the waitresses out, so I was always up front in customers' faces. Hi, how you doing? How's your day going? How's your night going? That's who I was. And then I've done customer service jobs as well. And I noticed you make the person's day, whether we believe it or not. We really do make or break someone's day. And it doesn't take but 2.5 seconds to say hi. We're all so busy with being on the go that we don't even take 10 seconds to say hi to ourselves and see how we're doing, let alone someone else. And one of the experiences I went through was just recently. I was working at Speedway gas station, and a customer came in, and he was very upset, very upset, because he wanted to get in and out, but the gas pump wouldn't take his card, and he couldn't understand why. Technology. So I asked him, I was like, sir, I can take your payment in here for you, or I can actually walk outside and help you at the machine. That way, next time, you don't have to come in. You just go at the pump and poop, on your way you go. And of course, I had like 10 people in the store, and it was just me, and he's like he's expressing emotionally, physically, how upset he is, which made me upset, because I am a Virgo, so I'm also an empath. I sense and feel a lot when it comes down to people. So I always want someone to have a good day. So I actually, a lot of people probably would have waited on the customers in the store and then went outside. But I seen how much of a rush he was in, and he had things to do. And he was so upset that even the other customers seen it. So I actually asked my customers that were in the store if they wouldn't mind waiting, if I could please run outside and help this gentleman, and I would be right back. And I would say about 75% of the people that were in the store were besides themselves, because they were like, young lady, you're young, people work nowadays just to have a paycheck. I was like, sometimes people work just to pay bills. They don't work to be able to enjoy life or what it has to give. I work, yes, to pay my bills, but I work because I get the joy out of meeting you people every day. I get to see my customers every day. One second. So I went outside and I basically walked him through step by step, because our gas pumps are very, 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 very iffy with certain people, and they were like supposed to be new gas pumps. But after everything was said and done, the look he had on his face compared to the look he had when he came in were two totally different looks. And you never realize how much you affect someone's day just by simple communication. And you thinking that, I don't need to talk to anybody, and I need to be alone, and I need to get things done. But do you see how unhappy, one, you are, and how unhappy you make others around you? And it's like, wow, I'm gonna go out of my way, I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna go out of my way and say hello to 10 people on the first day I go out. To do my morning either errands, my afternoon run, pick up the kids from school, whichever it is, I'm gonna say hello to 10 random people. Okay, day 2. Well, that went pretty cool, you had 75% of people that said hello back, and 15% that kind of gave a dirty look. And then you had your select few that just didn't say anything, because they were actually blown off on why someone was even saying hello to them. And it's like, communication is key in a lot of things, and I think communication is key in making the world a productive place to be. That was actually one of the things I took away from the video or the podcast. I apologize. And that was also, my own life experience with it and what I do actually on a daily basis. But I don't give it a number anymore, per se. I say hello to, by the end of the day, as many people as possible. Because in that moment, in that time, the only thing that's being seeking is a simple hello. I'd like to thank you for watching my presentation, and I have a link posted below to where you can find actually multiple episodes of podcast of the Happiness Lab. I hope it was interesting, And remember that the mind is a very widened place, but never seek to be alone. I would say challenge yourself one day at a time, every other day, every other week. By the end of the week, say hi to someone. How are you doing? Oh, that's great. Workouts become a little bit more funner and interesting. Plane rides aren't so boring when you're on a business trip and your wife and kid or your husband and kids are at home. Giving you a form of information or knowledge. There's many aspects to communication. And I hope there was something you could take away from my communication today. Thank you. Have a great day.